much, everybody, for joining us for yet another amazing episode of the Faces of iSWE show. Here we are all about telling the amazing stories of our learners and all the amazing things that they're doing across the globe. So our learners, our alumni, our recent graduates. My name is Joy Ateno, the Afro Optimist. I'm your host, and today I'm joined by an amazing young lady who graduated from our Introduction to Software Engineering program, the 4 months program. I know a lot of people don't understand what it's all about, but don't worry, we have the correct person to tell us about it. She graduated from the program and then joined the team. That's a whole 360 journey. But I'm not going to talk so much about it. Let me welcome Blessing Malik to tell us about it. Hi, Blessing, how are you?
Hi, everyone. I am doing great. My name is Blessing Malik, and I am a graduate of the Intro to Software Engineering program. We just graduated and it was wow. So, yeah.
How did you hear about it? You know, a lot of people are like, okay, what is Introduction to Software Engineering program? It's like they have never seen an announcement out there. For you, how did you hear about it? What was the application process like?
Okay. I started with the 70-hour program anyway. So when the Intro to Software Engineering came, I switched because it's not as intense like the 70-hour program, and the registration was straightforward. It was quite simple. We asked a couple of questions to if where we are in our journey to becoming software engineering. And when I joined the program, it was easier than the 70-hour program. We had access to the mentors, and the projects are not as intense as the 70-hour program. So it's for everyone who is a total beginner, like you don't know anything about programming, like you don't know, you've never written your hello print word before. So the intro software engineering is for everyone.
Leave alone the hello pretty world. You have never seen even a console, be like the terminal.
Exactly. You don't know what programming is all about and everything. So this program is for a beginner to software engineering.
Amazing. So you had about it when you're in the program. You're in the software engineering 12-month program. Then you had about the short program. Okay. Exactly. All right. So the application process for you, did you have to go through the application process afresh, or did you just transfer your details?
Yes, my details was transferred from the 70-hour program. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then you graduated from the program. Congratulations to you. You are one of like the stellar performers. I remember I reached out to call and I was like, okay, I need some people to interview for this. And then they're like, okay, I think Blessing did an amazing job on her project, on her closer project. So congratulations to you for that. Then you graduated the program. What was your plan? Before we talk about like your position and all that, like you have graduated, what next? Were you actively applying or?
Yes, I wasn't really actively applying during the end of the program. My plan was we were taught how to build a software like from the scratch, build a full application, web application from the scratch. So after that project, I have other projects in line that I intended building, and as well as my portfolio. Then I will just kickstart my job hunting proper before I got the technical mentor fellow job with ALX.
All right. And then you got an opportunity to work with ALX. So right now you work actively on the team, supporting learners and all that. Tell us about that process. When you look back at you getting the job, does your conduct during the program, did it have a bearing, or was it a matter of just like luck smiled on you?
Yes, it has a bearing, Joy, because I was actively participating during the live sessions. In fact, one of our peers created a WhatsApp group that I joined. So I discovered that most peers in that group, they were beginner. They've not done anything programming, and I was like from the 70-hour program. So I think I knew a little bit. like, okay, how to use the sandbox and all that, how to do a lot of things with in ALX. So I try to help peers in that group to help them with their project, like help them to understand what the project is all about, how to go about it. And we also encourage each other in that group. And I don't mix live sessions. I don't miss live sessions at all. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm always there. And in the Discord, I'm always active, like helping learners too, who find it difficult to, okay, I want to do this. I don't know how it's done. I also reach out to them and help them to like solve some of their challenges. Yeah, I was active.
Amazing. And I think that brings a great point, because a lot of programmers, and I think maybe even if you look back at the whole drama around Explore AI, no, not Explore AI, sorry, around Open AI, the whole drama around, it's like, what was missing is the soft skills. And now even what gave you the job, yeah, as much as you had the technical skills on point, it's sort of like, okay, are you able to support learners? Did you exhibit, those qualities of, being able to be in the position of like a mentor? That's amazing. All right. So tell us about your current job working at LX. What is it that you do? What does your day-to-day look like?
Okay, currently I am a support. I mean, supporting the current learners in Discord. I am always active in Discord. I support them in real time. When they ask questions, I'm always there to answer those questions immediately. And I also hold sessions with them. Whenever they are stuck on project session, I host stuck on project session with learners to help them like unstuck, like whenever they have challenges in the project with the program. Some of them are like, I'm tired, this is intense, I don't know what to do. Like, I want to like defer. So I'm always there to encourage them that when I was in the program, it happened, and I make sure that I see it to the end. So I encourage them to continue with the program and see how they can schedule their time to meet up with projects. And I also help with the live sessions with Cole or Obed. Every Tuesdays and Fridays, we hold live sessions with the learners. And we are all there to make sure that learners succeed. And being in the program, I had issues, I had challenges. My aim is to ensure that learners don't all have that challenge. Even when they have the challenge, I'm at a point of contact to someone that they can reach out to at any time, and I'll always be there to help them.
And I think because you have gone through the program, you already know the pain points, the
Exactly.
usual pain points that somebody might face, and then you anticipate and then you give them that kind of support. I think your story is just amazing. It's sort of like, when you stay prepared, you don't have to prepare. Like the job you're doing right now, even before money was a factor, you're already doing it with your peers. You are showing up, you're active on Discord, you are attending live learning sessions. But now when like the money aspect is put on it, like, the motivation just goes like
the icing on the cake,
It just goes over the roof. Someone will say, oh, maybe you're just lucky. But what is luck? Luck is when opportunity meets preparedness. You stay prepared.
Exactly.
That's amazing. All right. So now I know a lot of people are curious about the introduction to software engineering program. It's like the community is not super aware about it. What is it? Where do they apply? What are the application circles? Like, how do they go about it? So just if you could tell us in a few words, what is it? What is the difference with the software engineering 12-month program? How do they apply? How do they hear about it? And the requirements.
All right. On our ALX website, we always get the intro to software engineering program, and how to apply on that program is on the website. So if you really want to know more about the program, you can go to the website. You find it along with other programs from ALX, and the application is not tedious because it's an intro to software engineering. So you are not expected to know like anything software engineering, anything coding. So if you don't know anything, software engineering, you can apply because the course, the program is for beginners. And unlike the 70-hour program where you will be given projects like 24 hours, you are expected to, that is the deadline for some projects, 24 hours. And you don't really understand the concept. You have a lot of material to cover before you even start the project proper. In the intro to software engineering, you'll be given 1 week. You have 1 week to every project deadline, 1 week, and you have your material. So you have that week to like go use the resources, the videos, other materials, then the project proper, and the live sessions too. Every Friday, you'll be introduced to a new concept and it will be explained. Cole is doing a great job. Like, he's doing a great job in explaining new concept. In fact, he helped me to understand a whole lot when I was doing the program. That's why I never missed a session. I don't miss live learning sessions because it's always interactive. He will call you like, oh, what is your challenge this week? So it's fun for everyone who is struggling to understand software engineering. So it's not as intense as the 70-hour program. So it's beginner friendly.
All right, that's amazing. So I think you have drawn some parallels. I think most people are interested in what is the difference between the 12-month software engineering program and the 4-month introduction to software engineering program. So I think you've mentioned one is in terms of the tasks. You know,
Right.
in the main one, like you have like 24 hours to finish a task, but with the introduction to software engineering program, you have like a whole week. Are there any other parallels that will make somebody say, okay, maybe I want to go for the software engineering?
Yeah, for the 70-hour program, you will cover a whole lot. You will cover networking, you will cover shell, you will cover how you will learn how to use terminals, because those projects you do them with terminals. But for the intro, being the intro, you are using VS Code for your project. So you don't do that aspect using the sandbox, using the terminal to do your project. That is one. And also, for the intro to software engineering, you are only doing just the basic, what you need to build a full application. Yes, from HTML to CSS to JavaScript to Python to other web framework for the back end. So we are covering the front end and the back end only. We don't do like the networking, like other aspects, security, other aspects of software engineering. The focus here is being able to build a full application, front end and back end.
Looking at the difference in timelines, the other one takes 12 months, this one takes 4 months. Then somebody has the fear of like, okay, once I'm done with 4 months, I graduate, what is it that I can do? Do I have the right to call myself a software engineer? Or am I a DevOps? Or like, what are the prospects for somebody who has finished the 4-month program compared to the 12 months?
Yes, you can call yourself a software developer as long as you can like build a full application. But then there are more to it, like the DevOps. Those ones are like for the 12 months. It's a 12-month program. This is just 4 months. So it's just what is needed, what is needed to build up an application. That is what you are going to learn. You are not learning other aspects of software engineering like the DevOps and all that. So here you are being trained on the basic, to have the basic knowledge. So with that knowledge, you can work as a freelancer. Like, you can take up an application, can build websites. You can build a simple application that for people. I know someone who with the 4 months program, after graduating, before he graduated, he was able to do 1 or 2 freelancing. He handled 1 or 2 gigs. So when you are done with the 4-month program, you are able to do something. You can take up a project, a basic project. But then for you to like enhance your knowledge or for growth, you still need to go a little deeper into software engineering.
That's amazing. In terms of skills that somebody comes out with after the 4 months, what are some of the aspects that are covered? I know like this HTML and CSS and all that. What are these, the technical skills that are covered?
Yes, the front end, the front end aspect and the back end will be covered, but then it's still on the basic. For the front end, you are going to learn to use JavaScript to manipulate the DOM with JavaScript, like to add interactivity to your website or web application. You can, but then what is interesting about the intro is that you'll be taught how to use vanilla JavaScript and CSS, like how to use it without frameworks. Frameworks are like helping hand, So when you understand that basic, it will be easy for you to like use frameworks like React, Bootstrap, and all that. So you'll be taught on how to use JavaScript, like vanilla JavaScript, to design, to manipulate the DOM. Also, let me just put it that way. Or to make your website interactive or web application. Then for the back end, we are using Python for the back end. So you will learn Python programming as a language. You also learn a framework, Flask, that will help you set up server, like those backward logic and you are able to connect with database. You're also going to learn MySQL, how to create and manipulate everything that has to do with database, and how to like use Python to create your database, to also link all of that up with the front end. So those basic things you need to do as a programmer, building a full web application, you are going to learn all that.
Amazing. The software engineering program, 12 months, requires 70 hours per week. How many hours per week should somebody be able to commit to for the 4 months program?
For the 4 months, minimum of 20 hours or more, depending on the time you have. Yeah, it's minimum of 20 hours.
Okay. Do you still have the deadlines, the thresholds? Do those ones still apply, or somebody learns at their own pace?
You have a deadline, like every week, Thursdays, the project expires Thursdays. That is the deadline for every project. Then you are not going to get the 100%. Even after the deadline, you are able to do the project. You have 65% against the 100% if you meet up the deadline. And if you meet up the deadline, you have 100%. After the deadline, you have 70%.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are there like drop-off points? It's 4 months, like, the way we used to have like probation for the main program, software engineering program, or we have the sections, the sprints, where, you have to meet a certain cutoff before you proceed.
No, you don't have all that here. You have a 60% average at the end of the program. So you will be able to meet up with 60% on all projects and 60% on the evaluation quiz, because every week we're expected to do a evaluation every week. So we also add that to the project proper, 60%. Yeah, at the end of the program.
Who is best suited to take Introduction to Software Engineering program? Is it those who have limited time they're working? Is that or just anybody who is curious? Which demography is best suited?
Yes, for those who have something by the side, like they are working, so they will be able to take up the Intro to Software Engineering, because it's flexible. When it comes to the timing, it's flexible. You have a whole week to do a project, and this project, they are not like, you are not expected to are just short projects that you have. They give you 1 week, so it's flexible for someone who has something on the side.
So you get into the new role, having graduated successfully. So take us through a typical day. What is it that you do? Wake up and get on Discord and run live learning sessions, or how does that look like?
Yes.
And how do you handle the traffic that comes with it?
Yeah. So Discord support I'm always there. Sometimes I work there even at night, learners who have issues. I don't see questions and just ignore. So I make sure that I help them out anytime they ask questions. And during the day, I also support them. We have like learning sessions. My calendar also have stock on project sessions with learners who are stuck. That's like 3 times in a week. Then 2 times in a week is for live sessions, and the rest is for support.
What will you consider a success in your role? What does success look like?
Success is when at the end of this 4 months that 99% of learners graduate. That's success for me. Like, I helped everyone to ensure that they get to the end of the program, and that will be my aha moment. Yeah.
Amazing. The other headache that a lot of people in the 12 months of engineering program have is Betty and her checkers. Is Betty also here?
No, we don't have Betty. We don't have Betty. We don't have Kimba.
So what do you use?
But then we know when a student cheated, because we have their GitHub. So when we say identical project, like, we ask questions as to how did this come about. So we know how we check all of that to ensure that we don't give room for plagiarism. We don't.
All right, that sounds like a lot of work. I don't know how you do it without check, or I don't know, is there, or that's a secret, that's the secret sauce they should not talk. All right, when is the next circle opening? Do we have another circle? Are we going to freeze for a moment? If anybody's curious and they'd like to join?
I don't have, like, this circle will end by February. So before then, we are going to know if there is going to be another intro to software engineering or something else that those who are interested will join. Yeah.
All right, so they should check onwards after February. That's February of 2024.
Yes, February 2024.
All right. Do you have VI and Emacs?
I know the VI. I'm Team VI. Yeah.
Go again.
I'm Team VI.
You're Team VI. Why?
I fell in love with VI. I didn't do Emacs at all. Like, I didn't. So it's VI for me. I've not tried Emacs. I have some peers who are like using it, but for me it's VI.
I think when you join the program and you're a newbie, and it sort of like becomes the normal. Like there's nothing else that you know apart from what you started with. Okay.
Exactly.
If you were to
that's just it.
If you were to have a superpower related to like programming or data processing or whatever, what would that be and why?
A superpower, programming, is to solve real world issues that we are experiencing in my country, Nigeria. So it's where the issue of power. Yeah, it was not easy for me when I was learning software engineering. There are days you don't have power to do anything, and whenever you have, you always want to maximize, always want to use it to the full. And so if I have the superpower, I can solve that with tech. That's what I'm going to do, solving that aspect making sure that everyone has access to uninterrupted power supply. Yeah.
Amazing. You talked about, wanting to solve real world problems that affect especially like your country. And I remember that your mentors were very impressed by your project, your final project of graduation. Maybe you want to tell us a little about what you worked on and what was the inspiration and, the thinking process behind.
Yes, I worked on a blogging platform, and the inspiration there is I wanted to be a writer. Like, I love writing, but then having a platform that make it easy for you to put up something, and you don't really have to understand anything like technical, just write and get it out there for readers. So that was my inspiration. So I worked on that. So there are still other functionalities and features that I will add on to the project.
Amazing, amazing. Looking at how you have been very intentional with your journey is, I think, very inspiring and amazing at the same time. And I think that's why you're here today working with the ALX, supporting your fellow peers going through the program. What would be your words of wisdom? First of all, start with those who are, they want to start learning coding or programming, especially women, but they're being held back by different beliefs and all that. And then also, what are your words of wisdom for those who are currently actively in the program?
Yes, for those who are yet to join the program, what I would say is you just start. It is when you start, you'll be able to see the challenges, and don't listen to naysayers. They are minimize what you see on social media like Twitter, because you always get AI is coming, we are in the era of AI, and they will take over jobs from software engineering. Don't listen to all of that. In fact, when I heard about that I was like, AI is taking people's job. Like, who built AI? Who developed AI? It's the software engineering. So don't listen, and trust me, people will not believe in you when you get started. Like, they will feel like, what are you doing? Just be intentional, be active, be intentional, and get to the end. When you started will never be the same as to when you finish the program. And for those who are actively in the program, what I would say is to take it seriously. Like, be active. Be active. I can never underemphasize that. Be active on Discord. Be active during the live learning section. Ask questions. Most people don't ask questions. They will be like, hey, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, and they'll just give up. Don't give up. Ask questions. There's not like stupid questions. Ask whatever question you feel like to ask, and we are there to assist you. Be active. Just be active. Collaborate. That's something else. Most people feel like, I can do it alone. You can't do programming alone. You can't become a software engineer alone. You have to collaborate with your peers. Be active during the PLDs, be active during the live learning section, be active on Discord, and with discipline and passion, the passion that get you started, continue in the program, and at the end of the day, you have yourself to thank. Yeah.
Amazing. I love that. You know what you said about AI? Our CEO Fred once shared a quote, and she was saying, one machine can do the work of 1,000 ordinary men and women, but no machine can do the job of one extraordinary man or woman.
Exactly.
So AI will not replace you. You'll be replaced by people who will upskill and become extraordinary.
Exactly.
All right. It has been amazing speaking to you, Blessing, and listening to your story and your journey. It's always amazing. I was once a fellow back then when the program started in 2020. And I totally understand you when you talk about being intentional and showing up for the community. That's how some of us who come from the programs were able to transition into the organization. What is your favorite quote that you live by?
For me, Just do it when no one believes in you. Just do it.